Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents the Hometown Football League using Action PC Football 2020. The suburbs of Phoenix, Arizona is our stop today on the HTFL. We have Washington traveling to Arizona, two teams heading in different directions, the Redskins, and we still call them the Redskins because when I started this league, that's what they were still called. They are 4-0 and Arizona is 0-4. Playing indoors at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Washington will be controlled by the computer. I will control Arizona, try as I might. And Washington won the toss and elected to defer, so it's Arizona's choice. They receive. Sonny Jurgensen quarterbacking Washington. Jake Plummer for Arizona. Joe Gibbs and Ken Wisenhunt are going to be your respective coaches. And let's get this show on the road. Jenkins, Preston, and Johnson back for the Cardinals, wearing a maroon color. And Preston caught it at the 10, returned it 19 to the 29. Johnson and centers, your running backs for Arizona. Fitzgerald and Bolden at wideout. Hausler at tight end. Plummer at quarterback. Brown, Davis, Sendline, Smith, and Massey are going to be your offensive line. For Washington, Mann and Manley are defensive ends. Butts and Talbert at defensive tackle. Hamburger, Slavinsky, and Arrington at linebacker. I think you'll see Slavinsky on the offensive line as well. He's a two-way player. Williams and Green at corner. Houston and Taylor at safety. And on 1st and 10, good luck getting the Cardinals going here. Johnny Johnson on a run off tackle right. They show blitz. Washington does. So we'll go to centers on the screen. Incomplete. Intended for centers, but Plummer just threw it a little in front of him. We'll go Johnson, trap left. And a marker before the play, or as the play was getting started.
Offense, number 61, 10-yard penalty.
Against Smith. And it's going to be 2nd and 20. So Arizona off to a slow start. And you would think they would be off to a slow start, being nearly 2 touchdown underdogs. Pitch right to Johnson. And they caught Washington in a dime set. Actually, they played a quarter. That's 7 defensive backs. And Johnson gains 10. They will look for Fitzgerald on the medium slant on 3rd and 10. Play slow to develop. It's an interception, and that's a nice return all the way down to the 6 for Sean Taylor. His first pick of the year. And this game already living up to billing. We'll set the Washington offense and the Arizona defense for you. Davis and Seymour at running back. Monk and Clark at wideout. Cooley at tight end. Jurgensen quarterbacking. Jacoby Grimm. House, Slavinsky, there he is again, and Samuels, your offensive line. For Arizona, it's Rice and Campbell at defensive end. Dockett and Swan, defensive tackles. Dansby, McKinnon, and Miller, your linebackers. Williams and Peterson at corner. Wilson and McDonald, your safeties. And let's see what the Redskins do with only 6 yards to get for pay dirt. He says. And that throw to Cooley in the end zone was incomplete. We are thinking, and that appears to be true. 2nd and goal at the 6. Play-by-play did not give an accurate account. Here's Cooley, and there's the touchdown. So the Redskins very quickly on the board, 6-0, a minute 37 into the game. Here's your point after try, which is good, and it's 7-0. Jenkins again back deep for the Cardinals. Not putting on a good showing in front of the home crowd. That's a return of 21 yards to the 22. And it was Albin who brought him down. Cardinals will again try to establish the run. Here's Johnny Johnson again off tackle right. And a gain of 2. We'll go Johnson. Sweep left on 2nd and 8. And Johnson with a head of steam. He breaks in the open 30 all the way down to the 22 and a gain of 54. So persistence paying off for the Cardinals. It'll be Johnson, dive play. And a gain of 4. He stays warm. 4 carries, 70 yards, and it's very young into the game yet. So Johnson has a chance to pick up a lot of stats. We'll give him a rest here and put centers in a screen on 2nd and 6. That's caught, but a marker down in the position where it could be holding.
Holding. Offense.
There you go.
Number 70, 10-yard penalty.
Davis holding. It'll be 2nd and 16. We'll go to Johnson again, off tackle left. And Washington again in a quarter. Johnson tried to take advantage of the open running lanes, but he could only gain a yard. We'll go to Fitzgerald, medium hitch on 3rd and 15. Actually, we're going to change the play and go to Bolden on a long fly. But a sack. Houston got in there all the way from the safety position, and the Cardinals lose 11. So this drive is going to be stymied in all likelihood. 4th and 26. The ball at the 38. Cantazzaro is going to come in and try a 55-yarder. And that's going to be pushed off to the right. So indeed, the drive goes empty for the Cardinals. Redskins take over. They lead 7-0 with 9:08 left in the opening quarter. 1st and 10. They only gained 6 yards to Arizona 60, but they have the lead.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 24, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
The Cardinals keep shooting themselves in the foot. Wilson with a personal foul, 15 yards, and that gives the Redskins the ball at the Cardinal 40. And that's a give off to number 48, which is Davis, and he gains 19 yards at a 123-yard effort against Tampa Bay last week when the Buccaneers kept Washington in the game, or Tampa Bay kept in the game with Washington, and Washington could only put them away in overtime. 1st and 10, the ball at the 21 now of Arizona. Cooley again, and that's to the 3, a gain of 18. They'll bring Hugh Taylor in as a second tight end. He will be up here, number 84, and it's now a 1st and goal at the Arizona 3. To Davis, back to the line, and that's all before Dansby got him. 2nd and goal from the 3. Davis loses yardage there. How about 4 yards of a loss? And Charlie Taylor will come in as a 3rd wideout on this 3rd and goal play from the 7 with 6:43 left to go. Jurgensen to Cooley, and he's got his 2nd touchdown of the day. Touchdown. Making it 13-0. Here's your point after. 14-0 with exactly 6 minutes left in the opening quarter. Jenkins back deep. Taken again by one of the upbacks. And I think that is Preston. It is. He returns at 28 yards to the 36, and we have 5:46 left in the opening quarter. We'll go to Johnson again, and this is going to be a pitch to the right. Redskins again showing blitz, so we will screen to centers again. That's dropped, and it'll be 2nd and 10. To Rob Moore this time, medium slant. Try to get the first down right here. Incomplete. Looking for Hausler, who we will go to again, medium hitch. That's caught, and that's a first. Slavinsky on the tackle. Redskins overloading that right side where the tight end is, so we're going to bring him over. And we're going to go Johnson, trap left on 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 48. A gain of 4, but we have an injury. Hamburger will come off, and LeVar Arrington comes in to replace him at linebacker. 2nd and 6, it's now at the Washington 48. So Arizona making strides, but the Redskins have jumped out to the 14-0 lead. Screen is successful, and that's a gain of 11 yards and a first down. We'll go to Johnson in the 3 wide out set. Off tackle left. Gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9. Johnson off tackle left. And that's another nice gain. Close to the first down. He has it. Ken Houston brought him down. That's a gain of 9. Johnson on fire in the first quarter. He has 8 carries for 85 yards and 1 catch for 11. 1st and 10, the ball at the 27 of Washington. We're going to go long fly to Anquan Boldin, O.J. Simpson's favorite wide receiver. There's a story there, but we won't get into it. A gain of 7 was a dump off the centers. Houston tackled him at the 20. 2nd and 3, the ball at the Washington 20. Fitzgerald on the short hitch. Caught and a first down, a gain of 8. So the Cardinals in business. Johnson off tackle left. Blitz coming, so we're going to make that a screen. And a marker down.
Offsides. Defense. Number 71, 5-yard penalty.
Washington looked like they got the jump on the play, and we see why now. Man was offsides. 1st and 5 at the Washington 7. We'll go draw with Plummer. Back to the line. No, he loses 2. Slavinsky makes the stop. Now a 2nd and 7 at the 9. Back to Fitzgerald. Short hitch. Incomplete. Should be the last play of the quarter with 2 seconds to go. We will go to centers. Well, actually, let's think about this a little bit. Anquan Boldin, short cross. Incomplete. 4th and 7. We will start the second quarter. 14-0 Washington. My apologies for not being able to update these videos as often as I would like to. Had some setbacks in the last few days. We will try to do as many videos today, many of these HTFL games, as humanly possible, kind of make up to it and get you all caught up to speed. I'm planning on doing multiple games tonight, this August 5th, 2020. So, and I will put them all up. We're doing games till at least 9 o'clock tonight, and it's a little past 5 now. Actually, yeah, 5 o'clock on the dot. So we'll try to get caught up, and my strategy in terms of what videos to put up is going to change. We're going to be focusing on HTFL during the weekdays, and we'll do the side projects during the weekends. And I'm planning to do another State of the Game, catch you all up to date on what's been going on in my life on Sunday. So that's kind of the programming reminder that I like to do at the end of the first quarter, and now we can get back to the game. 4th and 7 at 9, so Ken Nazaro is going to come on to try a field goal from 26, and that's going to be good. And it's 14-3. 3 seconds into the second quarter, and we get to introduce you to the Washington kick returning team. That's James, Sines, and Williams back deep. And that's going to be a touchback. 1st and 10, the ball resting on the 20-yard line, and here goes the Redskins. Off of Cooley, couldn't hang on. 2nd and 10, same spot, the 20-yard line. Davis, a gain of 6. 3rd and 4, ball to 26. Gain of 9. 1st and 10, and that was Miller who tackled him, by the way. 1st and 10 at the 35. That is to Seymour, and he gains 2. Let's look at Seymour real fast. Bob Seymour out of Oklahoma. I think we've spoke of him in previous episodes, wearing number 82, even though he can run, and also play defensive back. He played back in the early 40s on those Redskin teams and that featured Sammy Baugh. 2nd and 8, ball at the 37. Gain of 4, but a
Personal
Marco.
foul. Defense. Number 24. 15-yard penalty.
Wilson.
Automatic. First down.
Another personal foul and another setback for the Cardinals. Sammy Baugh was more or less the kind of like the Babe Ruth of pro football, if you ask me, because he was the first guy who could really throw. First well-known passer in the NFL. Although they did not have pure quarterbacks back then, he was the guy. He was the guy who was the first to be a successful thrower in the NFL, and he also had to play defense, and he also was a punter. I think one year, I want to say this was in the early 40s, I want to say it was like 42 or 43, he led the league, Sammy Baugh did, in passing, interceptions, and punting all in the same year. Nobody's ever going to do that again, folks. 1st and 10, the ball at the Cardinal 44. The Redskins again on the move. Like Death in Texas, they cannot be stopped. That was a throw attempt to Monk, and he juggled it incomplete. 2nd and 10, the ball at the 44 still. To Davis, he loses a yard. 3rd and 11, the ball at the 45. To Davis, he gains 4. And it's punting time. Arizona will watch for the fake punt. Sideline punt, and that goes all the way to the 1-yard line. Nicely done by Eddie LeBaron. And it's going to be the Cardinals starting as far out as you can, 99 yards from the Washington goal. Johnson, just a straight dive. Try to get a little bit of yardage. And on the right side of the field, when the team's back deep, the animation doesn't really work all that well. I can tell you that he picked up 2 yards of the play, and Slavinsky made the stop. So now the ball at the 3, going to be a 2nd and 8. And a fumble recovered by Sendline, and that was a gain of 2. Ball is now at the 5-yard line, and it is 3rd and 6. We'll go Bolden, medium fly. And hope Plummer does not get sacked. He doesn't, but it's an incomplete pass. So Scott Player comes on. Perhaps a bit shortened of a punt distance here. See what he could do. And it's returned by Signs, 8 yards. To the Arizona 43. You would think that somebody by now, difficult as it may sound, would come up with the idea of punting the ball directly to the, snapping the ball directly to the punter, and the punter just doesn't even handle the ball, he just kicks it. But then again, too much more could go wrong if you try that. Well, just a thought. 1st and 10, the ball at the 43 of Arizona. Washington starting with excellent field position. And Jurgensen, back to throw. He goes deep. Touchdown. That's a touchdown all the way to Art Monk. 1 play, 1 score. And the extra point will make it 21-3. It's good. Schwiesom puts it through. So, Jurgensen has thrown it 8 times today. 5 complete, 3 touchdowns. Not a bad start. Yardage is even, 113 for Washington. They have 16 plays, 8 running, 8 passing. Arizona has run 22 plays, 11 running, 11 passing. So it's been very even in terms of the play distribution. But we have a very uneven score right now at 21-3. Jenkins back deep. Again, taken by one of the upbacks. And this is of the 3rd time that's happened, and Breston now has his 3rd punt return out to the 39, a gain of 32. Centers, trap right. And again, Washington playing their linebackers over to the right side, trying to cover the tight end, so we will bring our tight end over to the left. Johnson, trap left on 2nd and 9, but they're showing blitz, so Johnson will get it on the screen. Incomplete. This Redskin defense giving the Cardinals all kinds of fits. Medium fly to Rob Moore on 3rd and 9. Plummer's going to run. Can he get the first? He can. Gain of 9. Williams on the tackle for the Cardinals. We will go to Johnson. Sweep left. And that's a loss of 2. That's his 10th carry of the day for 85 yards. Slavinsky made the tackle there. 2nd and 12. The ball is now at the 47 of Arizona. We'll go to Bolden. Anquan Bolden, medium out. And complete. 3rd and 12. Medium fly. And complete. 4th and 12. Plummer now 4 out of 14 on the day, and we might go to a substitute quarterback here before too long. Player's going to punt deep and hope it's not a touchback. Punts to the sideline, out of bounds at the 10. Out of the 7, I'm sorry. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Washington from that spot. We have 6:24 left in the half. It's still 21-3 Washington. 1st and 10. Give off to Seymour, and Seymour sees more yards. Gain of 8. Dockett gets to him at the 15. 2nd and 2. To Seymour again. Seymour with a nice hole. Gain of 11. Campbell hurt and will be out for a few plays. They'll bring Berry in to replace him. Let's take a look at him. Bertrand Berry. 1st and 10. The ball at the 26 now. Seymour, 3rd straight time he's gotten the ball. That's a gain of 2. Seymour has 5 carries for 27 yards. He's the leading rusher right now as Davis has 24. 6 carries, 24 yards. 2nd and 8 at the 28. A reverse, and we have markers down all over the place.
Encroachment defense. Number 98, 5-yard penalty.
We saw that reverse coming and were antsy to get to him. Swan gets called for encroachment, so wipe the loss off the board. 2nd and 3, the ball at the 33. Seymour gains 4 yards. 1st and 10, the ball now at the 37. This is to Davis. Davis, 9 yards. McKinnon on the stop. We have 3:51 left in the half. 2nd and 2 at the 45. Seymour, a fumble, but Washington keeps it. Russ Grimm on the recovery, and a loss of a yard. 3rd and 3, ball at the 44. A throw and an incompletion, looking for Cooley, and now Washington has to punt with 2:34 left, but the drive took off 4 minutes off the clock. It was an 8-play drive that never got on their own side of the field, but effective because it took time off the clock. Punting time, here's Eddie LeBaron. And that's down at the 3. Another nice punt by Eddie LeBaron. Again, the Cardinals are going to move their tight end over left. And they'll run that way. A sweep left to Johnny Johnson. And again, a run that you don't see on the animation. For no gain, and we'll get to the 2-minute warning. It's still 21-3. Fitzgerald on a long hitch. We'll update the time situation here. We have both teams with 3 timeouts. And now, Arizona's got to get something here to give the punter some running room. Medium fly to Anquan Bolden. Incomplete. So far, Plummer is 4 out of 16, and I probably should have gave him the hook before that series, but I kept him in. Player back to punt with short snapping distance, and that goes out of bounds at the 49 of Washington, so Washington just needs 51 yards to get a touchdown here with a $1:44 on the clock to the end of the half. Here's Jurgensen on 1st and 10 from their zone 49. And they went for Seymour, and it was incomplete. 2nd and 10. Incomplete to Cooley. And it's now a 3rd and 10 from the 49. 1:34 left. Deflected by McDonald, and the Redskins go 3 and out. LeBaron, who's had some nice punts so far in the first half. That was not so nice. Out of bounds at the 19, a punt of 32 yards. $1.25 on the clock. Let's make that change. We have McCown we could choose from. And that's going to be our choice because he's got the best rating. Josh McCown and his team of renown. He'll go right away to Fitzgerald on the medium hitch. He's wearing number 15. That's incomplete. McCown is the new quarterback. Screen to centers on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. The woes passing the ball continue for Arizona. Medium fly to Rob Moore. That's caught. And a gain of 12 before Williams gets to him, and the Cardinals will use a timeout. Medium hitch to Fitzgerald on 1st and 10. That's caught. A gain of 11. And again, the Cardinals will bang a timeout out, and they have one left with 57 seconds on the clock. Fitzgerald on a screen. That's complete. And a nice gain for Fitzgerald, 12 yards. They'll hurry to the line. Keep that last timeout in reserve. Bolden, medium out. That was an incomplete pass, as I had to sneeze there, folks. Sorry. 29 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 10, the ball to 46. A medium slant to Bolden. That's right on the numbers. That's a gain of 14. 21 seconds left. So the Cardinals will try to get a playoff in a hurry. No huddle. Bolden, medium out. And they will hope to get this play in. Incomplete. And with 9 seconds left, they will try the field goal here and not risk another play. Well, actually, they can. We'll try it. Quick play. Not a quick pitch. Quick short pass to Bolden. Incomplete. Probably better off just kicking there. Chandler Cantazzaro will come on and try a 49-yard field goal, I am sure. And he pushes that one off to the right. And that's your end of your first half. It's 21-3 Washington. So let's take a look at the halftime stats. 145 yards for Washington. Arizona has 171. So the Cardinals outgained the Redskins, but yet they're down 18 points. Washington ran 26 plays, 14 of them runs. Arizona ran 40 plays, 25 of them were passes, and they were 8 for 25 collectively between Plummer and McCown, 87 yards and an interception. Washington will get the ball to start the second half. Here's James back deep. Touchback. So Jurgensen leading his team out of the field. He's not doing too well either. He has 3 touchdowns out of his 5 completions out of 12 attempts. So 1st and 10, the ball at the 20. To Davis. Washington with the 18-point lead, unless Arizona climbs back in this game, could play very conservatively. A gain of 6. Tackled by Williams. 2nd and 4. To Davis again, a gain of 4 and a first down. Do I want to challenge the spot of the ball? I can, but if I am not correct, it's a timeout lost. So I'm not going to challenge it here. I'll save my challenge till later on in the game because I might need it then. 1st and 10 at the 39. That's to Davis. That's a gain of 5. Rice on the tackle. Simeon Rice. 2nd and 5 at the 35 now. So the player prior to that was at the 30, not the 39. Gain of 3 by Davis. Dockett on the tackle. 3rd and 2 at the 38. Slant. Cooley, and he gains 12. Rogers Cromartie brings him down at that point. Ball at midfield, 1st and 10 at that spot, the 50-yard line. Seymour up the middle, a nice gain, but a penalty.
Offense, number 16, 10-yard penalty.
They get Slavinsky for holding. and it will be 1st and 20. See him there? Can't see him that well because it's a black and white photo. Ball at the 40 for a 1st and 20. So they have to get to the Arizona 40. A long throw looking for Monk, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 20. Same spot. Jurgensen's going to run, and he only gains 1 yard. He needed 20, so it's going to be 3rd and 19. A cab ride to Tucson, maybe. Incomplete. It's punting time. Here's LeBaron. And I am going to return it and just try to make a play happen. Return of 2 by Peterson. So now the Cardinals have the ball. They trail by 18. They will probably have to throw it a lot more here in the second half. Here's Fitzgerald on 1st and 10. And that's not incomplete. That's not a complete pass at all. Darryl Green on the coverage. Johnson, screen. 2nd and 10. Can Johnson chug it up the field? He had open running room for a little bit, and that's a gain of 20. Williams on the stop. 1st and 10, Arizona at the 38-yard line. We'll go to centers. Screen pass. That's a gain of 7 for centers. And this play, Arizona's going long to Bolden. Sack by Manley, who comes up on the blind side and really drills McCown. A loss of 14. Sets up a 3rd and 17. We'll again go long and we'll go to Hausler. Incomplete. So Arizona is now 10 out of 29 passing the ball. 4th and 17. It's punting time, and here's Scott Player again. Signs with a return of 8 after a 44-yard punt, so it's a net of 36. 1st and 10, the ball at the 33-yard line of Washington with 7:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Incomplete, looking for Cooley. 2nd and 10, the ball at the 33 still. They give to Davis, no gain. 3rd and 10. And that's batted down at the line, but
offense. Number 84, 5-yard penalty.
We're not giving Washington a second chance. We decline the penalty. It'll be 4th and 10 from the 33. Here's Eddie LeBaron again. Punt inside the 15. We'll again try to return it, try to make something happen, but Peterson loses a yard, swarmed under by Bostic. Ball to 15. 6:40 left, 3rd quarter. It's 21-3 Washington. Redskins, about 21 and a half minutes away from a 5-0 start in the HTFL. Medium fly to Bolden. Fumble. And that's a loss of 7. Dexter Manley will be credited for the sack. Washington does not get possession. Arizona retains it. It will be 2nd and 17 at the 8. Hausler, short slant, which is a good play call against the blitz. Off the hands of Hausler. My goodness. Arizona cannot buy a break passing the ball. 3rd and 17, so they will go long to Fitzgerald. Hitch. And just hope for the best here. Instead, it's a dump off, and that's the last thing the Cardinals really needed to do. They dump it off to Hausler. He gained 7 yards, but they needed 17. So, Arizona will punt. Here's Player again, back deep, as each team just keeps punting the ball back and forth to each other. Punt of 47, a return of 2. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It's 1st and 10. Washington, they lead by 18. Pitch to Davis. Can Davis get running room? He can. He's got a lot of running room. That's a pickup of 24 yards before Peterson got him down. Davis on the day, he has 13 carries, 74 yards. Johnson has slowed down for Arizona since his hot start in the first quarter. He has 11 carries, 85 yards. First and 10, the ball at the 36 of Arizona. A score here for Washington would be big. That's the Cooley for 19 yards before Wilson could bring him down. Ball to 17, a first and 10. To Cooley again. Cooley has his third touchdown of the day. So the route is on in the suburbs of Phoenix. Here's your point after try by Schwiesom, and it's good, and it's 28-3.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty.
And Swan gets into it with one of the linemen for Washington, grabs his face mask, and they catch him doing that, so the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. And you have a very odd look of the animation here as Washington's actually kicking from the 50, and actually the Cardinals are supposed to stay 10 yards behind. Safe return. We'll do a safe return in case there's a return, and it's a touchback. If you're kicking 15 yards further up the field, that's probably what's going to happen. Johnson trapped left on first and 10, but a marker before the play.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 72, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Talbert gets called for encroachment. Might be a good time to try to go long. We'll go to Bolden on a long pass. Play action on first and 5. Instead, it's stumped off to Hausler, and he gains 6. First down. Off tackle left to Johnson. Gain of 4. Sweep left, Johnson. Second and 6, I'm sorry. He's close to the first down. He gets 5 yards. McCown on a sneak on third and a yard. Going to be close. He gets it. First down. Slavinsky on the stop. We have 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Medium out to Bolden. Incomplete pass. Looking for Fitzgerald. 11 seconds left in the quarter. We're going to slant it to Fitzgerald and hope he gets open. Incomplete. Third and 10 now. Washington really doing a good job defensively on the pass defense, as Arizona has 22 incompletions combined between Plummer and McCown. McCown is 8 out of 18. Medium fly to Bolden on third and 10. That's incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming up as player will punt with a 28-3 deficit. And that punt went 43 yards, returned 6 by signs, and we go to the fourth quarter. Washington appears to be 15 minutes away from a 5-0 start and an 0-5 start for Arizona, 28-3. Our next game, which I will probably record right after I'm done with this, is going to be a big one out in the Western Conference. It's going to be Los Angeles and San Francisco, LA in the lower West Division, San Francisco in the upper West Division, and this could be a preview of the Western Conference Final. We have 4 conferences in the HTFL, the North, the East, the South, the West. And each conference has 8 teams and 2 divisions of 4 teams each. So we look forward to that game coming up probably later today, probably about the same time as this game is available on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sim channel. It helps to get the channel correct. First and 10, ball to 22. And that's a 2-yard gain by Davis. 28-3 lead. Joe Gibbs trying not to break a smile out on the Washington sideline. Second and 8, the ball to 24. This is to Davis again, and Davis, a gain of 2. Third and 6, ball to 26. Davis nowhere near the first down. He needed 6 yards. He got none. And Rice got him at the line on the pitch out. 4th and 6. Arizona's going to go for the block here. Didn't look like they got anything, but we'll see. Looked like there was a penalty called, but it was not. A punt of 51 yards by Eddie LeBaron. He has had a very good day putting the ball. Peterson made a fair catch at the 23 with 12:44 left. I think you'll see a lot of 3-wide and 4-wide sets for the Cardinals. Medium out to Rob Moore to get it started. Incomplete.
Encroachment, defense. Number 72, 5-yard penalty.
Talbot commits another encroachment foul. We have had 10 penalties in the game. Arizona has had 6. Washington 4. To Moore, medium slant. That's available and caught. More. How do you like them? How do you like them? A gain of 13. Medium out to Larry Fitzgerald on first and 10. That's caught. Short of the first down by a little bit. We will challenge the spot.
Upon further review, the runner reached the first down marker. First down. No timeout will be charged.
So Arizona uses their challenge successfully. Ball is now at the 49 for this first down play. A screen to Johnson. And Johnny Johnson. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Moore, medium fly. Caught. And Moore with a gain of 20. We'll go to Johnson again on the screen on 1st and 10 from the Washington 29. A marker down, so that's what. See what that is.
Defense.
Another encroachment against Washington, again against Talbot. They'll take the yardage of the penalty, 1st and 5 at the 24. Bolden. A gain of 12. Ball now at the 12. 1st and 10 from there. We go short pass to Johnny Johnson. That's caught. And he's got a touchdown. Yes, he does. And Arizona will go for 1 here. They don't need a 2-point try yet. It's just barely good by Catanzaro, and it's 28-10. We have 9:42 left in the 4th quarter. Onside kick time. Lipscomb makes the recovery for the Redskins at the 44. 9:34 left, final quarter, unless we go overtime somehow. 1st and 10. Jurgensen, a quick pass to Cooley, and a catch for a first down. Cooley has not had a bad day. 7 catches for 90 yards. He needs 10 more for 100. 1st and 10 at the Arizona 45. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Seymour picks up 2. 3rd and 8. Ball at the Arizona 43. A marker down.
Encroachment, defense. Number 97, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
That's Rice. A 3rd and 3 now. Davis has a first down. He picks up 5. Dansby on the stop. Now you got a 1st and 10, and the ball's at the Arizona 33. 1-yard gain for Davis. 2nd and 9, the ball at the 32. Incomplete. Cooley was the intended receiver. 3rd and 9 at the 32. Screen that was tipped but caught by Davis, and he gains 15 yards. Swan got a finger on it, but Jurgensen put enough on the pass so it still got to Davis. And it's a 1st and 10 now at the Arizona 17 with 6:05 to go. Jurgensen, looking, intercepted by Dansby. At the 5, he returns it to the 6 for a 1-yard return. And Carlos Dansby with his first pick of the year. 5:20 left now, so Arizona must hurry. Medium out to Fitzgerald. Incomplete, but a marker.
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 84.
Hausler called for illegal motion. 1st and 13 with the half of the distance penalty. Ball is now at the 3. Screen, and that's incomplete, looking for Johnson. Bolden, long fly. That's caught. Gain of 18. Arizona will hurry to the ball. They'll go to Bolden again. With nothing to lose at this point. That's incomplete. Arizona combined passing 18 out of 44. McCown is 14 out of 28. Centers on a screen pass. 2nd and 10 at the 21. Incomplete, but a marker.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 27, 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
First down for Arizona. Slant to Bolden. That's caught. A gain of 19. Again, Arizona hurries. Medium pass to Bolden again. Incomplete. They'll look for centers on the short pass on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. 4 wide. And they'll go to David Boston on the medium fly. McCown only gains a yard. 4th and 9, so they might as well go for it here, down 28 to 10. McCown will say, "Please come to Boston" on the medium fly. Those of you old enough to remember that song. A sack by Talbert, and it's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, the ball at the 39 of Arizona. Washington 3:08 away from that 5-0 start. Miller was hurt. He will come out of the game. Trying to see where they make the substitution. Can't see it. Anyway, 2nd and 10, ball to 39. That's a give to Davis. He gains 1 yard. Third and 9, ball to 38. A sack by Swan. Loss of 10. And Arizona will call a timeout with 2:08 left. They have 2 timeouts left. No challenges left, but that will be a moot point in the last 2 minutes. And the Redskins have all 3 of their timeouts. Most likely that will be a moot point. Call for a fair catch here. But the kick goes out of bounds at the 11. Another nice punt for Mr. Eddie LeBaron. 2:01 left. It's 28-10. We'll go centers on a short pass. And that's a gain of 14. 2-minute warning. 10th tackle on the day for Ken Houston. 1st and 10, the ball to 25. Fitzgerald, medium slant. That's caught. And Fitzgerald picks up a 22-yard gain. Cardinals will call a timeout. Minute 42 to go. Fitzgerald, medium out. That's caught, and he's out of bounds, a gain of 14. Medium pass, and we'll look for Bolden here. That's caught. That's a gain of 9. McCown is now 19 out of 35, 252 yards, despite coming into the game late in the first half. Arizona's going to use a timeout, and that'll be their last one. They have no timeouts the rest of the game. Bolden, medium out on 2nd and 1. First down, they go to Fitzgerald instead, a gain of 5. Long out to Bolden. Out at the 18, a gain of 7 by Hausler. McCown now 21 for 37, 264 yards. They have outgained Washington by 104 yards at this point, but they have a 28-10 deficit. Medium fly to Fitzgerald from the 18. Incomplete. Tipped by Houston. Medium out to Bolden. Or medium passing play of a random type. That's incomplete. 4th and 3. They will go for it. Medium fly to Fitzgerald. And that's going to be short of the touchdown. A gain to the 5 by Hausler. So they have to hurry to the line, call a short passing play. We have 50 seconds left. Bolden. Touchdown, Johnson. McCown to Johnson. So McCown's going to finish with 282 yards on the day unless they get the ball back. Cardinals do not need to go for 2 here. Trailing by 12, and it's no good. The extra point is no good by Catanzaro. And the score will remain 28-16. So now, Arizona needs 2 touchdowns. Should they get that far? Here's the onside kick. Recovered by Scudero. Jurgensen will take a knee, and that'll be your ball game. Your final was 28-16, and it wasn't that close. Washington over Arizona. There you see the player of the game stats. I would think that could go to Chris Cooley. The player of the game would go to Chris Cooley. With his 3 touchdowns on the day, he had 7 catches, 90 yards. 7 of them were first downs. 3 of them were touchdowns, even though not one of his pass catches was for more than 19 yards. McCown came in and was the best quarterback performance with his 282 yards passing, even though he was sacked 3 times. Let's look at the team stats. Like I said, Arizona had 122 more yards than Washington is, but yardage does not always tell you the whole story. Each team had 1 turnover. Washington ran 54 plays, 30 of them were runs. 76 plays run by Arizona, 57 of them were passes as they tried furiously to get back in the game. Third down conversions, about the same. 6 trips to the end zone for the red zone for Arizona, only resulting in 3 scores total. Washington had 4 trips to the red zone, and they got touchdowns on 3 of those plays. Your scoring summary, as you could see, Washington had a 28-3 lead at one point, and then Arizona chipped away and made it a close game, but it was 28-16. Your final, the Redskins are now 5-0. They lead now St. Louis by a game. They lead Miami and Dallas by 3 each. And they would get the number 1 seed if the playoffs were today. New York would get number 2 for leading their division. St. Louis would get the 3rd seed, and Philadelphia would get the 4th seed on the basis of a head-to-head tiebreaker over New England, beating them head-to-head. But we have a long way to go. We got 12 weeks and change left to go in this season. Arizona is now 0-5, and they will trail 3.5 by 3.5 games to Los Angeles and San Diego. Both of them still yet to play. And only heaven knows how many games Arizona's going to win this year. So our next 3 games, our next one's a big one, San Francisco traveling to Los Angeles. Then we have an unplugged game, Seattle and Las Vegas, Denver and San Diego, and then the Monday night game, Pittsburgh and Green Bay, to wrap up week number 5. So 4 games left in week 5. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We hope you are well wherever you are, whenever you see this. Godspeed and God bless, and we'll catch you again next time. Bye-bye for now, everybody.